Well, welcome to TYLOO versus EHOME. My name is Mitch. I'll be taking you through the Asian qualifier for ESL 1 Cologne. And it looks like we're jumping right on into things here, as all the players have fixed their tech issues, and we're going to see a little bit of an interesting start. Okay. As we see straight away Lamplight taken down towards short, and indeed another going to fall as well. Things start to look a little bit shaky perhaps to get it off to a start though. Marek's happy to find a quick double. It's equalized into a 2v2 with low HP as well on original. This could be a little bit difficult if Marek is dropped, so he makes his way over towards that bomb site. He's got to cover the cross or even be there to pick up the bomb as it's thrown over. Manages to retrieve it, dropping the bomb on the side as well, and now things get a little bit interesting. Marek is full HP, and with a low HP Excurate coming up short, this could be very dangerous, though. He's not spotted him out just yet, and only a shot to the body needed, really, but Excurate comes away with that engagement. Down he goes eventually to a headshot from original, as somebody's going to be rotating over. Great shot connected on the P2000, and the defuse kit makes it very easily to defuse the bomba. With that, that is the 1-0 in favor of TYLOO to start things off. Now, they are coming into this series as a bit of a favorite. I don't think that's too much of a mystery to anybody. But the question is, if EHOME, after coming through the first Asian qualifier, I believe, I'm going to double check that. Scroll faster. No, the second Asian qualifier. If they'll be able to overthrow TYLOO, the favorites, I think maybe tied up with Vici. I like Vici a little bit more, to be honest, to take the to take things overall. But I think on paper, TYLOO are probably the numero uno. 21 space for ESL 1 Cologne, and we're starting it off with a bit of a spray down from attacker. Gets 3, eventually going to fall. And with EHOME's investment here, it's not ideal to only drop one player. They want to do a lot more damage than that. They've managed to pick up an AK, of course, but the problem for them is... Okay, there's a second, so it's not too terrible. They won't have any money for the next round. And so it does lead to a little bit of an issue. If they allow a decent economy to be saved over by TYLOO. 3 kills. Okay, that's fine. 999 rounds. Yes, indeed. We play literal... 2 days straight of Counter-Strike, and then we swap sides, play another 2 days. We like to test the stamina of players. I think it's been tested enough, you know, skill, team play. No, it's just who's awake by the end of it. I think that that's the real way to assess the better team. So the Asian qualifiers will be over by at least the semi-finals of ESL 1 Cologne. And then, I don't know. I don't know how they'll work that, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Stuff, you got an MVP, alright. I mean, I believe in Vici. All I'm gonna say, I believe. Nade usage over towards B is definitely gonna indicate that the push is coming in. Somebody doesn't get any contact immediately, so swings out, lands himself a quick triple, quadruple, and looking for the ace. But Summer doesn't want him to take that. Comes up through underpass and takes those kills through the tunnels. 3-0. The TYLOO are looking good, starting things off, but now they come into a full buy round of EHOME. 4 AK-47s, an AWP, and TYLOO are very much mixed bot. Now they've got money in the back pocket for the next round, and that's the idea, right? You're going to be carrying over that economy and seeing what you can do right here. Deal as much damage as you can, keep the economy modest, and then take your M4s and your AWP out. But, you know, it's still not ideal. It does give EHOME the opportunity to get one round on the board. If they take this cleanly, then they'll have a decent economy built up as well. So, TYLOO need to make sure they get the damage done. Even though they should, on paper, lose this round, we want 2 to 3 kills. That's a nice Molotov that's not actually going to keep... forgive me for the names here. I'm just going to go down through them on the right. Original. Aule? Aule? It's more French, no? Lamplight, Marek, and Hawking. Feel free to correct me on that, as my first time casting EHOME, so I may very well get the name. Oh no, Original, that's your teammate. Don't shoot your teammate. lamp isn't so much of a shining light anymore as he's lit down to a dim 40 HP. As the push comes towards long, though, this is where they're massively favored. You've got super long-range advantage on the EHOME side. TYLOO have 1 AK and 1 Scout. Outside of that, they're all working with SMGs, and Opt straight away, that Scout is out of the picture. Attacker swings on out, finds himself 1, holding down short. Oh, but watch out! Summer's coming up behind, and another kill on the board for them. This is getting a little bit awkward now. With 2 down. Lamplight's still on 40 HP, but the bomb is planted. This is recoverable for TYLOO. They've picked up 2 AKs. I wouldn't mind seeing them save them. Like, they have the money for the next round, sure, but if they don't find a kill straight away, it's time to bail out of there. 1 dropped, so somebody is going to rotate around to long. I'm still not too sure if he's going to be saving or not. Obviously, he can't get the defuse anymore, but I think he might go for exits. Just keep their economy a little bit more modest. Swinging towards pit, he believes they're all there, but he's wrong. Did they spot him out? No, they didn't. He finds 1. He didn't reload on the way up short, though. He's got barely any ammunition left. He's been spotted out now. That op just posted up, takes him down very quickly, 3-1. Okay, so EHOME were supposed to win that round, but the thing we said was that all we wanted from TYLOO there was damage. Now, they took down 3 players in the end, which is perfect for them. They come in with the AUG meta alongside an AWP. The full scopes making an appearance here on Dust 2. Nothing too strange. And the situation that's brewing certainly looks good for TYLOO. The fact that they did so much damage with the SMGs in play now feeds towards their ability to win this buy round. What you have to remember as well, though, is that both of the kills came down on short due to a little bit of a flank going through middle as well. That's where SMGs are certainly going to be at their prime. And EHOME maybe weren't fully aware that the SMGs were in play. They spotted out an AK early on, and maybe just assumed that TYLOO would have went for the force buy, so didn't know what they were walking into. Now with the full buy, they know exactly what's happening. They should be aware that there's AUGs in play. They should be conscious of an op as well. Originally, you can see trying to peek over the smoke and catch somebody out in middle, but TYLOO were playing a little bit more passive there. Don't want to give away any man advantages early on. And they've bailed over towards a 3-man setup on B, leaving middle completely open for the terrorists to claim. With 35 seconds left, I mean, we got to see a move. EHOME need to take it towards the bomb site, and it looks like it'll be B, with the player still sitting outside of the B bomb site. Cross smoke's going in as well. Or double cross smoke. As Summer's going to go down. This is good, but do they suspect another player to be up here close? Ben10 able to pick up 2 with the AUG. That's middle completely secured for the rotations to come in and reinforce this B bomb site. 12 seconds left, and Ben10 swings out to find even more. A 4K almost on the board. He's eventually going to be taken down as somebody is the one to pick up the final 2 and save over an AWP for his side. 4-1. TYLOO come away with that round, and EHOME were just a little bit too staggered pushing through that bomb site. A pause comes in, and at this point, I think it's fair to assume that this is going to be a tactical pause over on the EHOME side. Their economy is kind of up and down. You can see Original could take out an AK if he wanted and be backed up by pistols. You know, play the hero rifle of the round, but they don't want to do that. And I agree. Keep your money stacked on Original. Let him get the AWP in the next round. Get full AKs alongside it. It makes sense. You don't really want to be rocking in here with 1 Stop it, somebody! God damn it! Oh no, everyone's doing it! Help! The sound of a knife oh, good God. The sound of a knife at this point is drilled into my brain. I've cast so much Counter-Strike over the last year. I honestly, I can't deal with it. This caster said AUG. I did. We say AWP, don't we? We swap it up, you know? I like to keep it fresh. AUG, AUG, Augie, I don't know. I don't know what else I'm going to go for. Scoped rifle? That could be a sniper as well, though. So, I don't know. It's AUG, you donut. I actually like the donut as an insult. It's good. But no, it's AUG. All right, AVP AUG. That's what we roll with here. That's a really nice 1D to open it up. Sadly, my observation skills are non-existent, so I didn't catch that. As we come over towards the bomb site itself, let's see what I can do. Work those magic fingers. 4v4. Somebody's down pretty low as well. So this is definitely possible for the Pistols to make some impact. They're already closing in on the bomb site and looking for more damage. Lamplight doesn't actually get lit down. Thought he was taking some hits. Bomb plant going to be attempted. They've got to cover the ramp as push comes up from Ben Tet. There's a double on the board, and he's looking for more. Not able to land it. Unfortunately, Marek takes him down before eventually falling himself. And with the bomb down at this point, look, it's already a massively positive position for EHOME. Okay, let's keep the damage rolling. AWP posted up, though. That's going to make it a little bit harder. Eventually, we're going to see Xcurate close it out. But that's just fine for EHOME. Think about what they came into this with. Just a couple pistols. And they managed to get to the bomb site, get the bomb planted, and walk away with, 3 kills on the board. That's just fine. Look at their money right now. They're able to afford an AWP, full armor, full util. Everybody's got the util to work with, and AKs, and still a little bit of cash in the bank. So they can get a couple pistols and armor in the round after this. Augie's kind of better. Well, that's for the Australian viewers out there. We got 3 Augies. That means Augie. So, EHOME at the moment. 1 man down. Picked off early on. Summer's been going ham on the AWP secondary op, of course. You got Xcurate in there on 1 as well. And EHOME at the moment. They're kind of angling towards the safe bomb site a little bit. They've taken somewhat of short control, but they do got to make a move. Again, time's been their enemy before. They've got a player in the B tunnels, wrapping through T-spawn, by the looks of it. No, he's going to just throw utility. Never mind. I thought he was going to walk through T-spawn. I was going to be very confused. The bomb now wants to rotate back over towards tunnels. Caught behind a Molotov a little bit, and Summers, contemplating the peek, but Marek was actually in CT. He jumped down from short. Nobody spotted him. That, excuse me. What is going on with my body? Valet able to come in and find an opening on B, drop that bomb. So the flashbang down towards CT was a little bit risky, but luckily nothing goes too poorly. Into a 2 versus 3 as they found the kill in CT. Coming in for this retake will be a little bit difficult though. They're a bit starved for utility, only the 3 flashbangs to work with. Yeah, flashbangs are fine for entering towards B. And okay, they're going to double flash over, push on in. Attacker already found 1. He's looking for the player over towards the tunnels, already spotted him out. And now the defuse going to be stuck. He's being covered. Original shouldn't be able to get all too much done. He's even bailing out of there. He knows that it's a death sentence to repeak that. And so it's time to save. For all you who grew up in the same generation as me, gotta get the Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yugi references. 6-1. TYLOO in here with an early advantage. And EHOME have got their 1 opportunity with the bomb plant down. They can actually get themselves a little bit of damage on the board. Get themselves a full buy. AWP, AK-47s. So there's a little bit of delay on the stream. Yeah, about the coughing. That was weird. That's never happened to me before. Just mid-word, my lungs just died. It's too early. It's like 8:30 a.m. here. I'm never up this early. I wake up at 2 p.m. most days. Because I cover the NA stuff normally. Well, EU or NA. But I think I covered IEM Sydney, Asia. Can't remember. So the thing is, right, at this point, EHOME on the T side, I'm scared for them as we swap over, because that's where I suspect TYLOO to actually do a lot of damage. So looking at things right now, I want to see them come out of this with a decent scoreline. Like, Dust 2 wouldn't be too uncommon to see them separated by 1 to 3 rounds as we swap over halves. Like a 9-6 half is perfectly acceptable for a T side to get up there. I think, if anything, it's expected you get at least the 6 rounds up. This is awkward. I mean, the player in pitch is causing so much havoc. Attacker's been able to capitalize on 2 kills. He's keeping the AWP posted over, even lands the headshot to finish him off. And although a kill came in from the bomb site itself, nothing was to be connected on the back of it, because he was shut down very, very quickly. We're into a 7-1. The Brazil comes out in Asia. That's never ideal. So, a pause comes through. EHOME at the moment. You can see their economy allows for Lamplight to get an AK with head armor, but no util. Every other player can get at least something, you know, a flashbang on Howking, who I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing wrong. Howking? I don't know. Monka S. So, is this the same caster in UCC? A lot of people get me confused with Overseared. I'm also doing UCC, which doesn't help. Or I was. I did the last 2 days of it. So maybe is the answer to that. If you're thinking about the Irish one, it works with Dean. If not, you're thinking of Overseared. I think EHOME at this point should probably just take themselves the rifles. Like, there's too many rounds on the board for TYLOO. They can do with, like, it's Dust 2. You can have 2 players that don't have a lot of util. Original can get out an AWP. He's 10 for 6 right now. That op is working. Let's check the in-game statisticos while we can. So at the moment, pretty decent ADR from somebody in Bintet and indeed Attacker. They're all up there having games of their lives. And the problem is that they're just being uncontested in a lot of these rounds. And Original, Wally's been getting the damage done with the AWP. The rest of his team maybe aren't there to support him as much as we'd like. So let's hope there's going to be a little bit of a step up in performance as EHOME. Oh, Original not able to connect the shot on the cross. EHOME are going to look to pull this back. They want to finish with around 6 rounds on the board. At this point with the scoreline that they've reached, I think it's pretty... they'd be pretty happy with 6 rounds on the board as they finish out the half. Attacker going to be in a lot of danger. Wall banged down and then eventually taken by the headshot, so the HP didn't even matter. AK-47, one-shot headshots, no matter what. So does the AWP. One-shot body as well. And that's into a 5 versus 3. This is the best EHOME have looked so far. They've managed to find opening kill after opening kill, putting themselves into a positive position where they should be able to capitalize this. They've only had 3 openings so far in this game, and none of them, or only one of them, has resulted in a round win. Summer hasn't been spotted towards the back of the bomb site as he peeks up. How's he able to get so much damage done? Lamplight is left on 2 HP, but luckily it's only Bentet left to try and pull this back. An AUG long range. He's hoping somebody makes a mistake, but nobody's going to be making mistakes, I don't think, as Marek has got the superior position behind the dust doors. Bentet is being cautious of this area. Does he suspect? He does suspect it. Okay, fairly standard for a player to kind of cut off the rotation, especially if you've got a 2-man advantage, but with so little time, it's unlikely that he goes in for this. He hasn't got a kit to work with. And so EHOME should walk away with this victory, at least for this round. The economy isn't actually amazing for TYLOO either, so Bentet really does need to save this AUG. Yeah, that's right, I said AUG. What you gonna do about it? Everybody else has got a little bit of cash. Excurate, well, if Excurate wants to pull an op out, he can't drop for attackers, so it's probably just going to be a full AUG setup in the next round. Okay, oh, he actually has just enough money to buy the armor and drop over an M4, so not the worst in the world. They're still able to pull an AWP out of the bag, but, I mean, so far, I don't want to be the guy saying it, but there's no one else. Excurate hasn't really been connecting the AWP to the extent that I'd say it's justified for him to take that over just an AUG and give one over to his teammate. And look, sure, he's got the M4 in his teammate's hands, but we've seen the power of the AUG so far, and Attacker certainly has been harnessing it quite well. But it's only a minor point. 7-2. A 5-round gap between these guys as TYLOO. Okay, started out with a little bit of a nade. That'll actually not do as much damage as I thought. Lamplight down to just 94. Execute swings out on middle, swing and not a miss as he manages to connect one on the Lamplight. Bented as well, and a fantastic retreat. 2-man advantage. Molotov goes down on short and he's out of there. AWP of Execute is getting that damage done, and here comes somebody. Found one, swings out, gets another on the board. An original trying to pull it back with an ace. 1 versus 5. There's 2 on the board already. He's watching behind him. Oh, get the smoke out of your hand, buddy. There's someone coming up behind you. Bentet's on his way. But he's not checking it. And this timing has worked out perfectly for Bentet as original creeps around the smoke. They have the information now that he's pushed forward. Bentet's already cleared behind, so they know he's behind this smoke. The Molotov gives away and affirms that information as Execure peeks out, finds a second kill in the round, and brings it 8-2. TYLOO coming back into it. This is where they normally would have destroyed EHOME's economy, but of course the loss bonus is no longer hard reset. So EHOME have some money to take pistols and armor here, and then go for a full buy in the next round. Even at that, they want to be finishing this out 9-6. And the fact of the matter is, 8 rounds on the board already for TYLOO, most likely a 9th. They'll have to win 4 buy rounds in a row. Now, TYLOO haven't got the best of economy, so we can certainly see that happening. With first round loss bonus, if they lose this round, all EHOME have to do is drop 2-3 rifles here and then win the next round, and they've really set them up for at least 4 rounds. Still, that may be a bigger ask than what you would think. They're going to look towards the A-bomb site, and primarily coming in through short. 2 scopes trained in on that position. It's going to be Attacker to open it up. He's managing to find some towards long. Execute's kind of caught in the middle as just everybody's being taken down. Olay doing all the damage, though. 2 kills on the board. Look, he pulls it back at the last second. It was looking like it was going to just be desolation. But the fact that he manages to find those 2 kills actually puts them in a decent position. Look at what TYLOO are going to be investing into this round. I mean, somebody's already come in with a UMP carried forward, which is not ideal. Low money on Bentet, on Attacker. If they lose this round, their loss bonus won't allow them to get all too much. Sure, Summer could drop a couple pistols, but that's about it. EHOME could very well get themselves on the board with at least 4 rounds. All they have to do is find it right now. Swinging out, How King manages to land a quick double. 2 kills on the board. Good night, TYLOO. This is such an important round. All 5 players rushing towards the B bomb site. Surely they don't lose this one. Summer's coming in with 2. He's got a 3rd on the board as well, potentially. The spray down, not good. He's swinging out with 7 HP. This man has balls of steel. But he's not able to find it. Nor are they able to find him. Brought back to a 3 versus 3. Mid control is in the favor of TYLOO. They've got the cross watch. They know that it's still going to be a B hit, at least for now. Maybe not watch. As you can see, he's hiding, but he can hear them jumping up, and that's the important part. He can get the information if they fast rotate through short. So for now, the B players are going to be on edge. I don't like the positioning. I feel like Bentet should swap the AUG with Summer and play towards the backside. But the problem is you don't have time to coordinate that. As soon as you throw the weapons to each other, you could all of a sudden find them rushing down that bomb site. As Attacker falls, though, they know it's going to be an A hit. And this becomes very difficult to go for if they don't find a kill on the cross. Marek had a nade out. Was standing there to line up a smoke, I think, and it's not going to look too good for him as he's taken down. Now Bentet is the primary hope here. Ooh. Bit more KZ, Bentet. Bit more KZ. You'll get there someday. At least Summer's opt, so his low HP didn't really matter. Swinging in here, Bentet is running into low HP players. Molotov goes down. That's going to stop the bomb from being planted all too safely. But there's a corner of the smoke, luckily, that's still safe. 2 seconds! What are they doing? They don't plant the bomb! What are you doing, EHOME? They faked it out. They've actually gone and faked it out. And they've been punished for it. I think the time might have been a little bit too low. They might have taken slightly too long to get there because it was on 3 seconds. It's about 3.5 to plant. So maybe realize they don't have time and they had to hope for him to peak. But, I mean, all they had to do was move a little bit faster. They knew the time was low. That wasn't even a consideration in my mind that they'd get the bomb planted. Sure, it's open, but you've got a player to cover you. You just have to pray that he at least gets a trade on you in time to win the round. That is so awkward. Now as Original opens this up, attacker goes down. Bentet able to drop one in return, though, as Howking swings out and takes him down. A man advantage bruise for the terrorist side. And as Excurate pulls it back, though, we're into a 3v3. This is a little bit awkward. Push towards the A-bomb site's already been allowed to come in. Excurate's up close. He's trying to get it with the AWP. Already 2 shots missed. And eventually he's going to be taken down and punished for that. Summer has already been spotted up close. He's going to go for the jump peek and he lands it. Good night, Marek. Taken down with a quick headshot. And now they're a little bit cautious to plant. They know someone's going to be jumping up to say hello. Oh, the push coming through is perfectly backed up by the flashbang, so somebody couldn't do anything about it. Okay. Somebody managing to find Howking and pushing it into a 1v1. They know where he is at least, so they should suspect him to be coming up through short. Or indeed CT, but with that flashbang, they definitely know it's short. Somebody moving forward here is in a lot of danger because, okay, spotted the layout. This could be good, but all he has to do is play time here on the T side. Thought somebody was going to find that kill there. 10-3. The third round on the board for EHOME. Now, they're already short of their 6 rounds we wanted to see them have. But there is potential there for them to at least get something done, to pull this up to 10-5. With a pistol round win, they could still follow through on what would be an okay half. But it isn't spectacular. The economy over on both teams is pretty weak at the moment. TYLOO have gone in for a force buy, 2 scouts, 2 pistols, and an AUG. EHOME, on the other hand, they've got 2 umps. Oh, that's a bit of a yikes Molotov from TYLOO. The LA. TYLOO? Pretty sure. I'm 10% confident it's TYLOO. Again, if you know these guys, if you know how to pronounce their names, feel free to just berate me for not knowing. Just at me in chat, Mitchman Casting. At me, tell me how to pronounce their name. I'm cool with that. Oh no. Quick scout headshot found. Original didn't seem to be aware he was being watched like a hawk. And although one player is left outside of the B bomb site, it's all about A. Excurate swings out on Pit, finds himself even more damage to deal with. There's a second kill on the board. He keeps on going, eventually going to be shut down. The opportunities are there for Bentet on the AUG to find some kills. Push coming in through the smoke as well. Up behind is somebody catching the rotation through CT. And it's all on Marek. He's only got a UMP to work with and 3 kills to find. One of which is an AUG in full HP up above a smoke. Looking around, making sure he's still on the ramp. Communicating to his teammates. Push comes down. Kills are found. And it's 11-3. 1 round left. Now, somebody only managed to save over a UMP, which is at least a small positive for the T side. Because with the way the economy is, they can't really afford to drop that UMP. The Summer's going to be taking it instead of somebody who obviously had the money to take out an M4. But you've got one weaker weapon. So at least EHOME come in here with a small advantage. The disadvantage they have to work with is the fact that they have no utility. So we are looking at more of a one-dimensional round. We probably won't see any fakes coming through. At least none involving utility. So they're much harder to sell if you don't use util, plus the fact that you're risking losing a player for free almost, because they have to dry peek. So this is where normally you'll see a team just straight commit to a bomb site. They are angling towards a long area. Okay, flash goes over. This is a little bit dangerous now for attacker. He hears a lot of people here. Calls for that information over to his teammates. They're not checking blue. He's able to go away with 3. Attacker Absolutely tears them apart. And with the push coming out from Bentet, and he actually falls, that leaves it into a 3v2. It's not a losable situation for TYLOO 99% of the time. But for the fact that bomb plan can go down, they're not watching long either. Exeter catches them off guard. Only one kill to go down for it, so we're all onto Howking. Can he find a fourth round on the board? Well, we hope so, but Summer comes out and makes sure that that's not possible. Finding the final kill and bringing us over 12-3. What has just happened in that round? Absolute madness. I really am still struggling to understand how Attacker was able to walk away with 3. So as I said, there's a delay on the stream, so I'm literally watching it right now. One peeks out and doesn't spot him. He lands the kill, swings out, and I mean the spray control on the third player. One bullet to the head. Absolute insanity. What do you do against that? Like, the fact that they're not able to spot him out in the first place, okay, it's forgivable. They're more conscious of close right. I don't think he played there before the whole game. But, I mean, come on. Come on. That's a big yikes. The fact he's able to walk away with 3. And the second player I thought was the one that I was like, I don't know if he's going to get that. But third, I didn't really anticipate ever coming through. Anyways, enough about that play. It's been an interesting first half for sure. EHOME have had the opportunity to maybe claim, I think it's fair to say 10-5 wouldn't have been too weird of a scoreline to see coming out here with how EHOME have played, but just some really, really big plays from TYLOO and some mistakes as well over on the EHOME side, even when they've been ahead, has left them in this position. As we come over to half number 2, TYLOO are on the verge of closing it out. If they win this pistol round, they will be on the home run. The home stretch. One opening kill for Howking, peeking down through middle, as the rest of the T side have already made it all the way down mid. Opening kill for Summer. He knows there's a player close in CT as well, so he's ready for that push coming through. Gave away the information a little bit too telegraphed. Marek is going to be dropped. Now they look to push this bomb site. And this is awkward over towards the CT spawn. 2 players lined up. Howking's able to find another kill, even despite being on 14 HP. Summer is watching the rotation through middle, though, which will make things a little bit more difficult for the CTs. They still want to pursue that angle, even knowing there's a Glock up close. Nade goes through. That's going to deal damage. 40 HP gone already from Summer as they swing on through. 2 players should be able to deal with him, and it's Howking in there with a third. On 14 HP, he keeps on fragging. There's another on the board. He could get an ace here. Bentet, sneaky beaky like on the bomb site, gets 2. He knows where the third is as well, and he comes out on top. 13-3. EHOME again. They're ahead. They look like they can close it out, and they're not able to do it. TYLOO walking away with a 13th round. Bentet has won another clutch. This is incredible at this point that they're able to walk away with this so many times. TYLOO have been behind. They've made the mistakes. They've given EHOME the opportunities, and EHOME have created them and capitalized on them, and then eventually it all just falls apart. And just before this started, I was saying about how they've made the mistakes. You know, they've been consistently making mistakes as time's gone on, even though EHOME were ahead, and then right there, that exact thing happens. Just to exemplify my point. Swinging on in, TYLOO able to find himself 1, picks up an AK. Okay, now he's going to be a much more efficient B defender, able to help his teammate out from long range. There's a third on the board, and he looks for 4. It's connected. 13-4. EHOME finally walk away with a round victory with the second round force. A pause comes through. This is where we're going to see TYLOO attempting to make a force buy happen. With the economy they've got, they'll be double eco anyways. It definitely makes sense to go in for the force here. All deagles coming out. And we've seen both teams have a lot of success with the deagles so far. With 5 deags in play, we're going to look towards the CT side to see what they've got to counter it. And you can actually see they're pretty well stacked at the moment. They've got 3 rifles, 2 SMGs. The SMs will have an easy time taking down Execute at close range, as well as the others if they headshot them. Nade going through will deal quite a bit of damage, as they were all grouped up. With the deagles now in a firing squad, that nade gives away the position of Howking. They should be ready for the peak to come through. Flashbang goes over to allow his teammate to help out a little bit. They've turned away from it, though. The smoke does block their vision. Stop them from really doing too much towards the bomb site. And they're delaying TYLOO quite a lot, but they've got to be careful. This opening engagement needs to go their way. Swing out from attacker, finds one. He was looking for the head as well. I mean, that got a little bit scary. They've got the bomb planted for short as well. Long-range weapons to deal with it. This could be very scary indeed for EHOME. They managed to pull back 1 kill, though. A second on the board. There's third, fourth, and it's all on to Summer to pull it off. Not able to do so. 1 kill is a little bit underwhelming. It's not what I was hoping for. Realistically, you want to see EHOME having at least 3 players, or having 3 players left alive or less for TYLOO to feel pretty good about their impact in that round. But the fact that they had a bomb plant at least does make up for the lack of kills. On 13-5. So TYLOO at this point, they go for the pistols once more. Like we said, they were double eco. The bomb plant allows them to take out pistols. Now, most teams will save over a little bit more money and then go for the really, really heavy buy in the next round, especially because so many rounds are already on the board. But I do understand the logic here. They only found 1 kill in the previous round, so they want to do more damage. It is pretty important that they find 2 to 3 kills here just to really eat away at the EHOME economy. Lamplight in a magical blue position. He's attempting to become attacker. Up against a buy like this, that's a very brave spot to hold. You don't want to be holding down the close range angles. 1 kill on the board already is at least something for TYLOO. Closing into the bomb site, there's a second. Oh, attacker's playing a risky game, dropping down to CT. They know exactly where he is now, as Lamplight does damage to the bomb site players. Bentet returns 1 at least, and 2 kills on the board. That became very close. Original was just a 1 hit with the deagle, but that's a fantastic round. We talked about our hopes for TYLOO right there, and it was to find 2 kills or so. And outside of 2 kills, maybe also a bomb plant. They found 4 kills with a bomb plant, and they were just 1 deagle shot away from claiming the round. So definitely a positive experience all around. TYLOO on 13. Now got a full buy out. They've got a Krieg, an AWP, and full AKs with util to back them up. Heavy long control early on from EHOME. They've got 3 players there. Looking to land some nades, but TYLOO were playing this passive. So actually somebody takes 25 damage from that nade. Okay. That's news to me. Push comes on out. Somebody's the one to open it up, and you got to be careful. How King's done it before, and another triple on the board. Locking down long and sitting down in pit. He's happy with his impact in the round. Now his teammates can cover him. And this could become a very scary indeed. A 2v4. EHOME are on the verge of a comeback. I mean, they're starting to clock up these rounds pretty convincingly as well. It's on the back of individual performances, which can get a little scary, but, I mean, because you're relying on that player to continue to frag, but, I mean, that's exactly what TYLOO were gambling on. into a 1v4. And as TYLOO have only Summer left alive, he's making his way towards that bomb site. He should be able to get a bomb plant. It's safe to plant for sure, but the problem is he's taken so long to go there that he no longer knows if there's going to be a player coming in from short to take him down. He decides to take the risk, and it will pay off. Extra cash for TYLOO, and a 1v4. A very difficult position to win. He's been spotted out. I mean, they obviously knew he was on the bomb site anyways. Molotov towards short. He doesn't really want to challenge this. He knows it's an Ogden pit, and that's going to be a very difficult battle to win. They have to push him. He still wants to swing out and catch him. And howking taken down as he tries to retreat. Or to push towards the bomb site, rather. Coming out of pit. It doesn't matter, though. Ultimately, the kills are found. Too much for Z-Block here on original. Speed demon. 13-7, 6 rounds between it, and EHOME are really pulling this back. This is becoming the interesting game I was hoping we'd see. As TYLOO are really struggling to get the rounds on the board. They'll eventually go for a full buy. AKs with util, with armor. A Galil coming out on Execute. But all things considered, this is looking like a really good buy for TYLOO. Howking's in a lot of danger. Nade goes through. He's bailing out of there. Good decision making. He doesn't want to stick around too long and get taken down. So to bail is the correct decision. Flash goes through. And it's a 1-for-1 trade. That's fine for TYLOO. Gaining a little bit of short control as they go. Smoke goes down to sell a little bit of fake information. Or, oh no, this is so dangerous having somebody come through long by himself. But he lands the opening kill. Takes down Lamplight and turns around. Nodding. No, 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 you don't find that kill. There goes Execute as well. Takes down Marek on the bomb site. And only 2 players remain now for the counter-terrorist side. They are locked out of the bomb site by smokes, and even if they do decide to push this, it's very unlikely that they find the victory. The money isn't fantastic either, so going for this is a little bit risky. But with an opening kill, I think they're going to be tempted to make this retake happen. 2 players on short. They can triple peek this. I mean, it's very unlikely that EHOME walk away with anything. TYLOO able to pick one up, but it's very quickly traded by the short players. That might have been a jumping shot. I didn't quite catch it, but 14-7. TYLOO were ahead. They're on the verge of victory. The comeback from EHOME starts to look less likely with that round connected because it's only 2 rounds for TYLOO needed. EHOME don't have a lot of money. If they lose this round, it's pretty much all over. TYLOO, though, up close with the UMP, is able to find an opening. Somebody's just rushing towards B by himself. The spam through the smoke is fantastic, too. Attacker goes down low. This is becoming a little bit of an awkward situation. That nade is going to be perfect on short. Oh, no, they've actually backed off a little bit too far for it to do as much damage as I thought. Or for it to do any damage, really. And TYLOO at the moment, like I said, 2 rounds away from victory. Are at a man disadvantage with low HP on attacker. Bomb starting to rotate through the T-spawn. They are angling for the B bomb site with control coming in towards CT as well. Or bottom mid. EHOME have begun a rotation, but they've been heard now up close in CT. Oh, yikes. It didn't bounce off the box. The Molotov just goes straight down. Towards the back of the bomb site, though, Bentet's able to flush out original. He'll eventually be taken down by the other Tunnels player. This is getting scary. They know exactly where TYLOO is. As he tries to hold on, he gets 1 kill. Peeks up for a second. Lit through the box. Is he able to close it out? He is indeed. All by himself. The rotation was coming up from Lamplight, but he wasn't needed. TYLOO able to close it, and 22 kills on the board so far. He is having one hell of a game. Alongside Original, like we said, was really impactful in half number 1. TYLOO come into this with just pistols. They have a little bit of armor there on Attacker, who's got a Mach 10, so we're certainly expecting a fast round to come through. Flash towards middle, bomb in tunnels. It does look like a B hit for now, but plenty of time left on the board. Original picks up the opening, instantly traded. Pistols closing in on the B bomb side, and a quick double grants them access. Now this is really bad for EHOME, because the one place you don't want to retake is B. The one place you don't want to retake against pistols is B. And one place you don't want to retake with a man disadvantage against pistols is definitely any bomb site, because they can be really impactful on any bomb site with a man advantage and pistols. But certainly B. As the push comes through, Bentet's able to pick up one, Attacker on another. I think they have the info as well on Marek, so he's bailing out. He doesn't want to try a 1v4 with like 20 seconds left, less than that. And so this is altogether a hugely successful round for the terrorist side. 4 players left alive, and EHOME's economy is shattered. Even despite the damage they do, it doesn't matter, because coming into the next round, EHOME have 1 AK-47 and they can't afford a single rifle on the back of it. Louis, YouTube chat. Oh, hey YouTube. What's up, guys? I actually need to open that channel. I've only got Twitch open. My bad. Says your accent sounds American. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in the pause after the game. I definitely don't have an Irish accent. We'll put it that way. Push coming in, and Marek's able to open it up on long. Nade going to go through, but again, not returning anything as they've already backed off. So they found the AK at this point. They know where it is. Second AK going to be upgraded as well on the lamplight. So it is brave to still focus towards this side of the map. You would expect them to just instantly rotate, but perhaps they suspect this to be a solo AK hold with the rest of them over towards the B bomb site. And especially because they know the rest are going to be on weaker weapons, a B stack would really make sense. So they probably think they've caught the AK off guard, but that's not going to be the case. Marek is backing up Lamplight over towards the pit. There's the AK ringing out, so they should detect that the other player in pit is going to be swinging out. As soon as Marek got dropped, Lamplight tried to trade. He's eliminated. Smoke on the cross! Great shot by Howking, lined up through the smoke. As he's thinking about pushing on through. Waiting for a flashbang, perhaps. None of his teammates have any. TYLOO won't be dropping any either. Bomb being planted, and he decides not to push through, and I think that's definitely the right call. They have only 2 full HP players, but this is a round they have to win. This clutch has to work. Bentet's got them lined up, though. If he peeks up again, it's all going to be over, and he catches the totem pole, chops it down. TYLOO, oh, he's found 2 quick deags! 1 more to keep their team alive in map number 1. The deagle in play. He's going to tap the defuse, waiting for a peek to come out. I think he's been spotted, though. Indeed he has now. Attacker only has to play the time, and tapping away from long range finds the kill.